Hey there, Alex Kidman here with my quick video review of the Kindle Paperwhite 2024, or the Kindle Paperwhite 12th generation, if you want to get generational about it. So I've been testing this out over the last week, and look, no huge surprises here. It's an e-reader. You read books on it. What a shocking idea that is. But the whole idea here is that it's meant to be an improved e-reader. It's meant to have particularly faster page turning speed. So is it the e-reader for you? Well, let's find out. Necessary disclosure time. Amazon sent me this for review, although when I say they sent me this, they actually sent me a code to buy it, so they have effectively provided it to me. Now, as always, whether or not a product is staying or going makes no difference to my appraisal of this, but I like to be transparent about these things. In screen terms, Amazon's increased the screen size to 7 inches on both the Kindle Paperwhite, which is what I've got here, and the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition, which is the slightly higher spec version that comes in a couple of different colors. If you want the basic Kindle Paperwhite as I've got here, you can have it in black, or, well, you guessed it, black. Black is fine, it's utilitarian. I will almost certainly throw this thing into a case, however. 7 inches is nice for screen size, although I could see the argument for some readers that it's a physically big thing in the hand. I mean, my hand is only just going around it here. And so slightly less pocketable, maybe a little bit more to take in your bag when you're going away on holidays. For those who are fussed about such things, there are also significant bezels. That's just the way it is in Kindle world. In terms of controls, you've got a power button down the bottom here that controls, well, the power. Buttons on Kindles isn't a thing anymore, and it does not look like it's going to be making a return. One of the advantages that the Paperwhite has over the regular model is that it's water resistant, IPX8, which technically means, yes, you could immerse this thing fully in water and have an expectation it should survive. I would not suggest you do that for kicks, but if you get caught in the rain while reading, as we all do from time to time, yeah, it should not expire. That's really the point there. Amazon's Kindles are a very well-established category, 16 years and counting, but just in case you're new to it, it's an ebook hardware device designed primarily to hook into Amazon's Kindle store for selling ebooks. Here in Australia, that's about it, aside from side loading. I know in some other jurisdiction services like Libby work with Kindles, but they don't here. So fundamentally, it's kind of a pathway to Amazon selling you ebooks, and that's very much been the point for the longest time. But I'm going to presume that you know what a Kindle is. You're curious about this Kindle. And fundamentally, we are talking about ebooks, although there are other functions. It will do Audible via Bluetooth if you pair up a set of headphones, and it even has a web browser. Can I browse my own website with the Kindle's inbuilt web browser? Well, I can, but it's not a great experience, and it does warn that more complex websites may not work at all. This certainly wouldn't be my go-to web browser, let's put it that way. The key upgrade here is meant to be around page turning with faster page refresh animations, and certainly they can be quite quick. But obviously, this kind of needs some comparisons. You know what I need? I need some Kindles to compare it to. Let me just go check the shelves for a couple. Oh look, a stack of Kindles. Here's the 2024 model, which is this review's model, of course. Here's a basic 2019 Kindle for comparison. Here's a 2015 Kindle Paperwhite, and then the really old man of the show, a Kindle Keyboard from 2010. Are there differences in how all of these display things? Well, yes, and I mean, obviously, the Kindle Keyboard here, look, it's a bit of a disgraceful old man. It doesn't connect to Wi-Fi anymore. I have to sideload onto it, and the buttons do not always respond when I want them to. The refresh rate on this thing, yeah, look, that's a little bit subpar. That is decided while I'm filming it to lock up completely. Oh, there we go. And just got a single page refresh there. This certainly wouldn't be my go-to Kindle. This is the kind of Kindle that, yes, I'd say, all right, probably time to replace. But here's the thing. Well, I've now finally got that to actually respond. The other ones, the 2015, look, there's really not too much wrong with that screen refresh rate. Is it a little bit slower than this? Than the 2024? Yeah, and the 2024, obviously, larger display, slightly nicer lighting and so on. But it's not like this is unreadable. And this, I think, is the biggest challenge to the Kindle Paperwhite 2024. It's a nice e-reader. It gets the job done for sure, but a lot of people already have Kindles. If you're totally new to it, it's a decent option. But if you've got an existing Kindle that isn't too disgracefully old, then I think it's a much harder thing to say, right, you must upgrade. Obviously, if it's broken or if the battery life isn't up to much, then that's a different story. And that brings me on to the battery. So I believe in being honest, and I've had this thing a week, and I've tested it a week, and I have done a fair bit of reading. And while that battery is reading 46%, that's because I haven't actually even charged it out of the box much to speak of. Probably picked up a little bit of charge while I was sideloading some stuff into it because it was connected to a computer. But other than that, yeah, look, the 3 months that Amazon claims feels feasible. I haven't had the thing for 3 months to test it, but I really don't have too much of a reason to doubt that 3 months is entirely achievable because, again, that's the point. This is something you're meant to be able to chuck into your bag, take away for a week or two on holiday, come back, and you don't really have to think about charging it. When you do, there's no charger in the box. It's USB-C for charging, though, so that should work with pretty much any charger you've got. So should you buy the Kindle Paperwhite 2024? Well, as I said, if you're buying it for the first time or you're buying it for a replacement for a broken Kindle, yeah, there's a lot of appeal here. I can see the benefits over the basic entry-level Kindle, although I probably wouldn't opt for this one. I would opt for the Signature. It's $30 more, which is not a heck of a lot, but it's double the storage. And whilst you can still get thousands of books on this thing, having more storage is rarely a bad thing, especially if you want to do things like throw PDFs onto it, for example. However, if you've got an existing working Kindle, and as I think I've just shown, they can last a really long while with still very good battery life, well, except for my Kindle keyboard, it maybe gets a day or two before it conks out. But it is, to be fair, going on to 15 years old now, so there's that. But that aside, if you've got a working Kindle, I think it's a harder thing. Yeah, it's kind of appealing to say, hey, there's a brand new shiny one and it's a bit better, but that's the point, it's a bit better. It still does the same basic job. Anyway, that's my take on the Kindle Paperwhite 2024. Got any thoughts? Any comments you'd like to make? Hit me up in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.